What is up? What's going on, guys? Trizzle here, tuning in, bringing you guys another great, I want to say 3-star tutorial, but it's definitely an attacking tutorial here at Builder Hall 4. As you can see, we are over at the builder base, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys how to use a really strong attacking army that you're going to end up having to learn to master once you get up to Builder Base 4. And what that is, guys, as we can see, sorry about that, it's going to be barbarians, giants, and archers. So pretty simple makeup, guys, as we're working with a mixed army. We have a few raid objectives that I'm going to go through with you guys, and then I'll show you some replays to kind of break down the attack and show you how to be successful. The number one thing when you're looking at a base, you really need to take that first 60 seconds to assess the correct side of the base that you're going to want to attack, because with this army, you're going to need to scout out where the trash buildings are, where the crusher is, and the best angle to approach the town hall, along with scouting for bombs. So your number one raid objective is going to be to identify the angle in which you're going to approach the town hall, and make sure that you're looking at those trash ring buildings, because that's going to determine how your barbarian's path. What you want to do once you've established the direction you want to go in, you're typically going to want to look at the trash buildings and understand that as it trails towards the next building in a line, in a sequence, your barbarians are going to generally go from building to building to building before they would go into the core of the base and then start targeting that wall. So understanding that, you're going to want to usually use the barbarians to pick up the extra percentage as it trails those trash buildings into the core of the base. Secondly, you're going to want to start by dropping 1 or 2 barbarians at any points in the base where it would just be obvious for traps. Because the builder base is so small, traps have the potential of making a huge impact on any attack. So if you're not scouting out the base for those traps, it can always backfire and cost you the attack. So what I recommend is dropping maybe 1, maybe 2 barbarians. Just sprinkle them in once or twice, so you can start off the attack. Once that's done, once you've scouted for traps, you're going to then release all of your barbarians and look at where they're flowing. They're usually going to go to the next building along the line in the trash ring, and then that's when you're typically going to release the giants. From there, your sneaky archers are going to come in immediately behind. You're typically going to want to drop the archers in anticipation for where the barbarians and the giants are going to start to make their way into the core of the base. So as they take out the trash ring, the next thing they're going to do is target the wall so they can go into the core, and that's generally where you want your archers to back up the giants, back up the barbarians, and that way you can get at least a high percentage 2-star. Here I'm going to bring you guys a quick replay, just showing you guys how that breaks down, and how strong of attack this is. As we look at this particular base, again, this is a Builder Hall 4. So you're going to be looking for where the crusher is, you're going to look at where the trash ring is, and then again you're going to scout out where the traps are. So we'll just go ahead and notice that there's an outside building, so you're always going to want to drop a troop there to take that out, because the percentage is very much key. So I went ahead and dropped an archer there, because I knew if it came down towards the crusher, it would still be able to shoot at it possibly. From there I dropped 1 or 2 test barbarians, and then from there the giants, followed by the line of cloaked, the sneaky archers right behind him. So with this attack, being that he had the trash buildings on the outside, I'm able to pick up the percentage very easily. and as the archers follow the giants and the barbarians into the core of the base, we're easily able to assure that 2-star attack, and sometimes you can actually pick up the 3-star. If you upgrade your troops, get those giants up, get those barbarians up, archers, it's definitely going to give you a higher chance of success. So again, it's a very strong attack, something that you're definitely going to want to master at Builder Hall as you progress further into, the development at Builder Hall 4. It becomes one of those things where if you don't max out your baby dragons, most of your attacks are going to come via the ground. And I found that because of how people are generally getting better as you get higher in trophies, it's going to be a lot easier to use this attack as opposed to maybe an attack that has minions in there as a mixed army, like the barbarians, archers, and minions, or even, like I said, using baby dragons. So we're gonna look at another attack. And again, very simple, guys. You just sprinkle in 1 or 2 barbarians just to make sure there's no traps. Use the barbarians to trail into the base, taking out the trash buildings. Then you're going to drop your giants, followed up by the archers. And it's a pretty simple process. If you do it correctly, like I said, you're almost guaranteed a 2-star. And the way that you win matches, guys, is by making sure that you have a solid base, making sure that your home base isn't just put together without thought, because that couple percentage points is actually going to make a difference. And if you don't spend time building a good home base, it's definitely going to mean the difference between you out edging somebody, if it comes down to one last building that you did get or didn't get. I do recommend checking out the base build that I have on the channel for Builder Hall 4. Pretty simple design, extremely strong. I called it the SpongeBob SquarePants attack for a base for a reason, because it's literally just shaped like a square or a rectangle. Almost looks like SpongeBob. So definitely recommend you guys checking that out. I'll try to put a link in the description. That way you guys can see what I'm talking about. And here you guys can see I almost forgot to check for traps. So when I put the giant down, it kind of took the brunt of some of the attack. From there, I remembered to sprinkle in a couple barbs, then go ahead and get the main attacking force down. So get your barbs, then your giants, then your line of archers. So that way you can press into the base, take out a lot of those extra defenses. And as we can see, this was actually a Builder Hall 5 that we're able to take out. So it's definitely a strong army, able to push very high in trophies if you were so inclined. But you're definitely going to have to make sure that you upgrade to the to get that 4th army camp. It makes a huge difference when you can bring the extra couple troops. So that is definitely one thing that I would recommend, with this particular army, is to make sure that you upgrade your troop levels, obviously. B, go ahead and get that 4th army camp as soon as possible. I would even say it's more important than upgrading your baby dragons or even the bombers. So get that 4th army camp as soon as possible. And then once that's done, it'll better equip you to be able to win these matches, get you the loot that you want, so that way you can upgrade everything much more easily. From here, just like I said, guys, you're always going to want to sprinkle a barb or two to check for traps. That way you don't get your entire army wiped out just because you basically vomited every single troop on that one spot. You always want to sprinkle in 1 or 2 barbs just to check for traps. Watch the trash ring, because the barbarians will always flow from building to building. Once you see the direction that they're going, you're going to then drop your giants and then follow that up with the line of archers. So again, very strong attack. You're going to see that it almost guarantees a 2-star, which with most head-to-head matches, that's going to be more than enough to give you guys the win on bases that are designed very poorly, you're actually going to find that you're able to take out a lot of people, even like I said, bases that are higher, like Builder Hall 5s, or well upgraded Builder Hall 4s that you wouldn't normally have been able to take out. So always start by checking the ring of the map, guys. If you do have those outside structures, it is absolutely worth it to sprinkle a troop out there. That way you can pick up the percentage, because the percentage is going to be very important, and it's going to be the difference maker between a successful attack and a fail. So with that, you're always going to want to sprinkle in your barbs to check for traps, followed by the clump of your barbarians, making sure you flow into the core so you can take out the trash buildings. Once you flow the barbarians, you're going to drop your giants, and then you're going to follow that up with the archers. Now, one of the things that I've found, especially if you're dealing with more of a square base like this, is that it is okay to save or sprinkle a couple of archers along a flanking side. That way, if you have a double cannon or something that is kind of doing work on the side of your army, you can utilize the 2 or 3 archers, 3 or 4 archers to take that out. So as we can see, guys, this is again a very, very strong attack. It's one of those attacks where it will out edge you, and again, if you have a solid base, it will give you the ability to win matches where you're like, man, I don't know if I won that one, but because it's still a solid army, once you master it, you'll be able to again win matches that you didn't think you'd be able to win, in combination with having a solid base. So again, nothing special, guys. You're going to want to again figure out the best angle to approach the base. That's usually going to mean avoiding the crusher, so that way your giants and barbarians don't get wiped out immediately. You're going to want to take out any outside trash buildings, and then from there, when you funnel your barbarians, you start off by sprinkling 1 or 2 barbs, so that way you can test for traps. Once that's done, you're going to release the rest of your barbs to flow into the core, taking out those trash ring buildings, and then from there you drop your giants and then the archers. So that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to bring you guys another quick tutorial on how to be successful at the playing over at the builder base. I know a lot of people wasn't exactly what I would say fully satisfied when the update dropped, but as we know, because the builder hall as you progress it does become a little bit more involved, a little bit more to it. It does become a little bit more fun as you go along. So I'm just kind of holding on to the ride. Being that we're hardcore war guys, it's definitely something that can kind of get swept by the wayside. But as Trizzle's not going to do you guys like that. I'm still going to bring you guys the best possible content to help you be a better clasher, help you get better at 3-starring, and help you just learn how to be a boss, guys. So definitely appreciate you guys watching. Trizzle tuning out. Oh yeah, don't forget, guys, we are currently running the June 2017. That's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to bring you guys another quick tutorial on how to be successful at the playing over at the builder base. I know a lot of people wasn't exactly what I would say fully satisfied when the update dropped, but as we know, because the builder hall as you progress it does become a little bit more involved, a little bit more to it. It does become a little bit more fun as you go along. So I'm just kind of holding on to the ride. Being that we're hardcore war guys, it's definitely something that can kind of get swept by the wayside. But as you know, Trizzle's not going to do you guys like that. I'm still going to bring you guys the best possible content to help you be a better clasher, help you get better at 3-starring, and help you just learn how to be a boss, guys. So definitely appreciate you guys watching. Trizzle tuning out. Oh yeah, don't forget, guys, we are currently running the June 2017 gift card contest. So if you haven't gotten a chance to subscribe, please go ahead and make sure you go do that.